جزاك خيرا.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome, understand to Al Quran the Easy Way course 5 page 19.B. Today we will study the Surah Al-Baqarah verses 130 and 131. We saw the first juz has been divided in 4 parts. Each part had comprised 5 pages. The first 5 pages we studied in QC2, it having 1 to 37 ayah. And the second 5 pages we studied in QC3, starting with 38 to 76 ayah, mean 39 ayahs. And the next 5 pages we studied in QC4, starting with 77 to 105, mean the 29 ayah. And the last 5 pages we are studying in this QC4, and the ayahs, they are starting from 105 to up to 141. Thus, inshallah, in this QC5, we will complete the 141 ayah of the Surah Al-Baqarah, which has come in the Juz 1. So the 5 pages which we study in QC5, they start with page 16 up to page 20. Let's to see the pointers for page 16. They are abrogation, don't question, wish of the people of the book, paradise for Jews and Christians only. Once again, abrogations, don't question, wish of the peoples of the book, paradise for Jews and Christians only. For the page 17, the pointers are Jews and Christians fight among themselves. The injustice block mass. Christians made a son for Allah. Ignorance a lot. Once again, Jews and Christians fight among themselves. The injustice blocked the mass. Christians made a son for Allah. Ignorance a lot. The pointers for the page 18s are Jews and Christians will never be pleased. Bani Israel, remember the favor, test of Ibrahim alayhi salam, house of Allah in the city. Once again, Jews and Christians will never be pleased. Bani Israel, remember the favor, test of Ibrahim alayhi salam, house of Allah in the city. The brief pointers for the page 16 are abrogation, question, wish, abrogation, question, wish. For the 17th page, the brief pointers are Jews and Christians, the injustice, Christians, ignorance. Jews and Christians, injustice, Christians, ignorance. For the page 18, we have Jews and Christians, Bani Israel, Ibrahim alayhi salam, house of Allah. Jews and Christians, Bani Israel, Ibrahim alayhi salam, house of Allah. Let's to have the page 19. The page 19, the first pointer is constructions of Kaaba and Dua. The second pointer is who will turn away from the religion of Ibrahim. The third pointer is instructions of Ibrahim and the Kaaba. And the fourth pointer is that nation passed away. Let's to keep them on the fingers. Constructions of Kaaba and Dua. Who will turn away from the religion of Ibrahim. Instructions of Ibrahim and Yaqub. That nation passed away. Once again, instructions of Kaaba and Dua. Who will turn away from the religion of Ibrahim. Instructions of Ibrahim and the Yaqub, that nation passed away. The brief pointers for the page 19 are construction, religion of instructions. Construction, religion of Ibrahim, instructions passed away. Let's do start second pointer, who will turn away from the religion of Ibrahim. The link with the previous verses is Allah described how Ibrahim and his son Ismail were sincere slaves of Allah. He continues that descriptions in these verses. Now these are verses. If somebody wants to recite, can recite these verses. Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ومن يرغب عن ملة إبراهيم إلا من سفي نفسه ولقد اصطفيناه في الدنيا وإنه في الآخرة لمن الصالحين وإذ قال له ربه أسلم قال أسلمت لرب العالمين. And who will turn away from the religion of Ibrahim except the one who fools himself? And indeed, we choose him, Ibrahim, in this world, and in the hereafter, he surely will be among the righteous. So, when his Lord said to him, submit yourself, he said, I have submitted myself to the Lord of the worlds. Let's to see the words coming in this ayah. Wow, one is a half. Man is a ism. Yarghabu, it's a mudahari verb. Remove the ya, raghaba, yarghabu, irghab, three letters, lasi, mujarrad verb. An is a harf. Millah is a ism. Ibrahima, ism. Illa is a harf. Man is a ism. Safiha, it is a three-letter verb. Safiha, yasfahu, isfa. It's a slasi mujarrad. Nafs is a ism. Who is a zamir ism? The next one is waw. Waw is a harf. Lakad is a harf. Istafayna, who is a zamir? Remove it. Istafayna is a mazid fi babe iftiyat. Pattern is ikhtalafa. Fi is a harf. Ad-dunya is a ism. It's a feminine. Waw is a harf. Inna is a harf. Who is a zamir ism. Fi is a harf. Jar. Al-akhira ism. La is a harf, min is a harf jar, as-salihin again, and ism. Is a ism. Qala is a madi verb, three-letter. Qala yaqulu kul is a weak verb, three-letter. La is a harf, who is a ism zamir. Rab is a ism, who is a zamir. Aslim is a amr. How we say amr? Because the last letter, it is sakun, jazm. When the last letter is jazm sakun, that is the sign of amr. Aslama yuslimu aslim. So next is qala, three-letter verb, big verb. Qala yakulu kul. Aslamtu. Aslamtu is the mahdi verb because tu at the end is coming from the table. Aslama, aslamu, aslamta, aslamtu. Aslamtu is the mahdi verb. Li is a harf, rab is a ism, al-alamin and ism. Let's look the lessons. Ibrahim alayhi was imam and a perfect Muslim. Allah chose him to be the imam of mankind. Only a fool will live the way of Ibrahim alayhi. His special attributes was obedience to Allah and pondering the universe. Look, the new words in each line, 1, 2, 0, 0, mean on average 1 or less than 1 in each line. Let's to go for word and the phrase for phrase translation and the explanation. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, bismillah. Wa and man who yarghabu and from millati, the religion, Ibrahim of Ibrahim illa except man who safiya, fooled, nafsahu himself, wa and lakad indeed, istafayna, we choose, who him, fi in, ad-dunya, the world, wa and inna, indeed, who he, fi in, al-akhirah, the hereafter, laminal, surely among as-salihin, the righteous one. So let's see the explanation of this ayah. In Ibrahim alayhi salam, we have the model to follow. Allah had chosen him and made him imam in this dunya. Almost half the world population, including Christians, Muslims, and Jews, respect him and accept him as the prophet of Allah. On the day of judgment, we will be raised among the righteous. Only a fool would turn away from following such a model. He will be raised as among the righteous. So now it's certain if somebody could like to revise, can revise the part. Okay. Bismillah. Waman and the who yarghabu mean turn away an millati from the religion Ibrahim of Ibrahim illa except man safiya who fooled nafsahu himself. Walakad and indeed Istafaynahu, we choose him fi dunya, in the world. Wa innahu, and indeed he, fil akhirah, in the hereafter, laminas salihin, surely will be among the righteous. The next ayah is Bismillah. Is when Qala, he said, lahu, to him, Rabbuhu, who said, his Lord, Aslim, submit yourself. Qala, he said, Aslamtu, I submitted myself. Li Rabbi, to the Lord of Al Alameen, the worlds. Let's to see the explanation. What was the most important attributes of him? He submitted to his Rabb. Rabb is the one who takes care of us, fulfills all our needs, and helps us grow. Who else is more deserving to be obeyed than our Rabb? Notice the response of Ibrahim alayhi salam. I have submitted to the Rabb of worlds. His heart and mind was filled with the greatness of Allah. His journey, in fact, started with the pondering the universe, the stars, the moon, and the sun. He finally declared that Allah is the Rabb and that he submits to Allah. True Muslims should have the attitude of Ibrahim alayhi salam. Allah will choose such people and make them leaders of this world. More importantly, they will be rewarded with success in the hereafter. Tadabbur and tazakkur. Imagine and feel. Some people ignore the commands of Allah when they see that they are going against their wishes. They search for ways and means to justify their wrongdoing. They fool no one except themselves. We are given clear examples and role models. Even then, if someone chooses to follow his desire, sure, severe punishment awaits such a person. As Muslims, we claim to surrender to Allah. Are we ready to live up to his surrendered willing to all the commandments of Allah? Praying Fajr in cold, fasting the whole month of Ramadan, giving the zakah and charity, behave nice with people, giving dawah. They all the commands. Let's to take a hadith here. Ibn Abbas reported that Allah's Messenger ﷺ used to say, Allahumma laka aslamtu wa bika amantu wa alayka tawakkaltu wa alayka ambatu wa bika khasamatu. Allahumma inni a'udhu bi izzatika la ilaha illa anta an tusilni anta al-hayyu allazi la yamutu wal jinnu wal insu yamutu. Oh Allah, it is unto you that I surrender myself. I affirm my faith in you and respond my trust in you and turn to you in repentance. And with your help fought my adversaries. Oh Allah, I seek refuge in your power. There is no God but you. Let you lead me astray. You are ever living that dies not, while the jinn and mankind die. So let's revise the ayah against Bismillah. Is when Qala said lahu, to him, Rabbuhu, his Lord, Aslim, submit yourself. Qala, he said, Aslam, I have submitted myself, Li Rabbi, to the Lord Al Alameen, the worlds. Let's just look the lessons, dua and plan. Lesson learned from these ayahs are Ibrahim alayhi salam was Imam and a perfect Muslim. Allah chose him to be the Imam of mankind. Only a fool will lead the way of Ibrahim alayhi salam. His special attributes was obedience to Allah and pondering the universe. Let's to pray, oh Allah, make me your thankful and obedient servant. Make a simple plan, inshallah. I will ponder the creations of the heavens and the earth to realize the greatness of the Rabbul Alameen. Let's to see the Asma, Millah, plural is Millah. The plural is Anfus and nafus. It has two plurals. Anfus and nafus. Alif plural is alimun and alameen. The three letters on verbs Raghiba, Yarghabu, Irghib. Raghibun, Marghubun, Raghbun. Ra and Ba is the root letter. Bab is Samiha. The next one is Safiha, Yasfahu, Isfa. Safihun, Masfuhun, Safahu. Sin Faha is the root letter. Bab is again Samiha. The next is Salaha, Yaslahu, Isla. Saleh, that's Salah. Sad Lam Ha is the root letter. Bab is Fataha. Let's have their table. Raghiba is near. Raghibu, they sneer. Raghabta, you sneer. Raghabtu, I sneer. Raghabtu, your sneer. Raghabna, we sneer. Raghabat, she sneer. Yarghabu is near. Yarghabuna, they sneer. Targhabu, you sneer. Targhabu, I sneer. Targhabuna, you all sneer. Narghabu, we sneer. Targhabu, she sneer. Irghab, sneer. Irghabu, snare you are. La targhab, don't sneer. La targhabu, don't sneer. Raghibun, the one who snares. Snarers. Marghabun, the one to be snared. Raghbun, to snare. Siski, Raghiba, Yarghabu, Irghab, Raghibun, Mahbubun, Raghbun. Ragh and Ba is the root letter. Bab is Darba. Sorry, Sami. Because in Madi we have the Qasam. The next is Safiha. He became stupid. Safihu, they become stupid. Safeh. Ta, you become stupid. Safehtu, I become stupid. Safehtum, you all become stupid. Safehna, we become stupid. Safehat, she became. Yasfahu, he becomes stupid. Yasfahuna, they become stupid. That's how you become stupid. That's how I become stupid. That's how you all become stupid. That's how we became stupid. That's how she is. Isfa, become stupid. Isfa becomes stupid you are. La tasfa, don't become stupid. La tasfahu, don't become you all stupid. Safiyun or Safiha, the one who becomes stupid. Masfahun, the one to be him stupid. And the Sufahan or Safahan become stupid. Sin Faha is the root letter. Bab is Sam. Next is Salaha. He became righteous. Salaha, Salahu, Salahta, Salahtu, Salahtum, Salahna, Salahat. Yuslahu, he becomes righteous. Yaslahu, Yaslahuna, Taslahu, Aslahu, Taslahuna, Naslahu, Taslahu. Isla, become righteous. Islahu, La Tasla, La Taslahu. Salihun, Dash, Salahun. Sad Lam Ha is the root letter. Bab is Fataha. Let's see the weak words. Qala yaqulu qul, qailun maqalun qalun. Kaf waw lam is the root letter. Bab is Nasra, pattern is qala. Qala, qalu, qulta, qultu, qultum, qulna, qalat. Yaqulu, yaquluna, taqulu, aqulu, taquluna, naqulu, taqulu. Qul, qulu, la taqul, la taqulu, qailun maqalun qalun. Kaf waw lam is the root letter. Bab is Nasra. Let's see the Mazid fi verbs coming in this ayah. Istafa, yastafi, istafi, mustafin, mustafin, istafa. Swat waw is the root letter. Bab is Iftiyal. Aslama, yuslimu, aslim, muslimun, muslamun, islamun. Sin lam mim is the root letter. Bab is Ifal. Pattern is Aslam. Istafa, yastaf, istafo, istafaita, istafaitu, istafaitum, istafaina, istafat. Yastafi, yastafuna, tastafi, astafi, tastafuna, nastafi, tastafi. Istafi, istafu, la tastafi, la tastafu, mustafin, mustafan, istafa'un. The root letter is Swad for Waw. Ya is representing the Waw. And the Bab is Iftiyal. And pattern is Iftalafa. The next is Aslama, Aslamu, Aslamta, Aslamtu, Aslamtum, Aslamna, Aslamat. Yuslimu, Yuslimuna, Tuslimu, Uslimu, Tuslimuna, Nuslimu, Tuslim. Aslim, Aslimu, La Tuslim, La Tuslimu. Muslimun, Muslamun, Islamun. Sin Lam Mim is the root letter. Bab is If'al. Let's go for the grammar. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Welcome to Understand Al-Quran the Easy Way, Course 5 with page 19, pointer B. Today we will continue the fourth pair with the plurals. What was the fourth pair? That was the relation pair. Till now, we have learned the four types of sentence. One is called the Jumla Ismiya, mean the nominal sentence. The example was Allahu Akbar. The second type was the sentence with inna, just like Inna Allah Ghafur. The third pattern was with kana, Kana Allahu Ghafur. The fourth pattern sentence was Jumla Failure, mean the verbal sentence. The example was Khalaqallahu. We have studied the four pairs also. The first pair was Haruf Jar, fil ard. The second pair was Sifa. Example was Baytun Kabir. The third pair was called the Ismu Ishara pair, Zalikal Baytu. The fourth one, the relation pair, Baytullah. Today we will continue this four one with the plural examples. Before that, let's revise the previous. The Baytun Kabirun example were Haza Baytun Kabirun Raf. Ra Zaidun Baytan Kabira was the Nas. Zaidun fi Baytin Kabirin Jar. So Baytu, Bayta, Bayti are the three forms. Let's have the Ismu Ishara example. Baytu Zalikal Baytu. Ra Zaidun Zalikal Bayta. Zaidun fi Zalikal Bayti. Look, Al Baytu Raf, Al Bayta Nas, Al Bayti Jar. Let's have the relation pair example. Hadha Baytullah. Ra Zaidun Baytallah. Zaidun fi Baytillah. Baytu, Bayta, Bayti. The three forms of the Raf, Nas, and Jar. So we will continue with this fourth pair. Let's have the example. We say Baytuhu, who is the Jar. Baytahu, again the who is the Jar. Baytihi, both are the Jar. So it means Baytu Raf, Bayta Nas, Bayti Jar. But the he, who is Jar in all the three, because it's a mudaf ilay. It's a relation pair. The second part of the relation pair is always in the condition of Jar. Though it is showing the reverse Dhamma, but that is not the answer. We say before it is a ism. When an ism plus ism comes, it's a relation pair. So we will see example. Look, Haza Baytuhu. Baytu is a Raf, who is a Jar. Dakhala Zaidu Baytahi. Bayta is a Nas, who is a Jar. Zaidun fi Baytihi. Bayti is a Jar, he is also Jar. So the fourth pair we will have now the with plurals. Baytullahi is a singular. Kitabul Muslimi, again the singular. Kitabul Muslimina, now is the plural. Now concentrate here. Baytu, Kitabu, Kitabu. They all rough. But the word which has come in relation, Allahi, Jar. Al-Muslimi, Jar. Al-Muslimina, it is also Jar. We learn in QC1 from Muslimuna, Raf, Muslimina, Nas, Muslimina, Jar. So Al-Muslimina is Jar. Here, how we are saying it's Jar? Because before it's a Ism. When a Ism followed a Ism, it is a Murakkab Idafi, relation pair. When it is in relation pair, the second Ism is always in Jar state. So we say Baytullahi. Allah is in the word Allah is Ism Jalala is here in Jar state. Kitabul Muslimi. Al Muslimi is in Jar. Kitabul Muslimina, al-Muslimin is jar because it's the relation pair second ism. Let's have example. Kitabul Muslimina, Kitabul Muslimina, Kitabi Muslimina. Kitabu Raf, Kitaba Nas, Kitabi Jar. But Al Muslimina in all the three states, it is Jar, 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 Jar. Because it's a relation pair. In relation pair, the first part is called Mudaf. And the second part is called Mudaf. Mudaf is always without alif lam and tanween. But it may have Raf, Nas, Jar. Mean it may be marfu, maybe mansub, maybe majrur. But the second part of the relation pair, which is called mudaf ilayh, it is always in the jar state. So al-muslimina, kitabul muslimina, kitaba muslimina, kitabi muslim. Let's have an example. Haza kitabul muslimina, qaratu kitaba muslimina. Katabtu min kitabil muslimina. Kitabu, kitaba, kitaba, raf, nas, jar. But al-muslimina, all the three state that is in jar state because it's the relation pair second, it's about the second noun. Let's have more examples. Kitabuhum, kitabahim, hum, kitabihim. Kitabu, Raf, Kitaba, Bas, Kitabija. But whom is in all the three cases in jar state because it's the second part of the relation. The second part of relation is mudaf ilayh. Mudaf ilayh always in state of jar. Maybe it show fatah, maybe show it's a dhamma, maybe show it's a kasra, whatever the harka may be. But the state will be jar. Let's to have Haza kitabuhum, karatu kitabahum, katabtu min kitabihim. Kitabu, kitaba is raf nas jar. But hum is in all the three, hum is jar because it's the second part of relation pair. Murakabi idafi. Look, we have a word, the harf min. Min is a harf jar. Harf jar always follow the ism. Dun is a ism. And it should be jar because after the harf jar there is jar. So we say min duni, all are min. But what about the third part? Min dunehi, min dunehim, min dunika, min duni, min dunikum, min dunina, min duniha. Look, he has a standing kasra, hum has a jazm, schoon, dunika, kaf has a fatha, duni, ya has a jam, schoon, dunikum, mim has a jazm, dunina, na has a fatha, duniha, fatha. It maybe have kasra, maybe have jazm, maybe have fatha dhamma, but the state is jar. He is in jar, him is in jar, ka is in jar, ya is in jar, kum is in jar, na is in jar, ha is jar. Why? Because it is duni, him, duni is a ism, him is a ism. Ism plus ism is relation pair. The second pair, the second part of the relation pair will be always in jar. So we'll say min dunihi. Dun is in jar because due to harf jar. And he is in jar because it is part of the murakkab idafi or the relation pair. Min dunihim. Duni is in jar because harf jar before it. And the him is in jar because it is the relation pair with dun. Min dunika. Duni is in jar because before it's a harf jar. And ka is also in harf jar, though it is showing the fatah. Because if we give the kasra, fatah show the masculine second person. And kasra show the feminines. Their fatah and kasra, they represent the different files. doers. So that is the difference. We can't change the fatha here. We will keep the fatha, but the state will be in jar. Same is the with all. Let's have another example. Min kablihi. Kabli is a ism, he is a zamir. So it's a relation pair here. Kablim relation pair. Kablika relation pair. Kabli relation pair. Kablikum relation pair. Kablina relation pair. Kabliha relation pair. In all the relation pair, the second noun or the ism will be in jar. Kabli, he is a jar. Kablim, him is a jar. Kablika, ka is in jar. Kabli, ya is in jar. Kablikum, kum is a jar. Kablina, na is in jar. Kabliya, I is in jar. Why in jar? Because it's the part of the relation pair, second part of the second part of relation is always in jar. Let's have another example. Min badihi, min badihim, min badika, min badi, min badikum, min badina, min badia. Again, badi is in jar because before it is a min is a harf jar. He, ka, hum, na, they are in jar because before it's have a ism. So when ism plus ism come, it's have the relation pair. And this relation pair gives them the status of jar to the second noun. Let's have an example from Quran. Bismillah. Wallahu waliyul mu'minin. Wali, ism. Al-mu'minin, ism. No, wali is a ism. Al-mu'min ism. So it's a relation pair. In relation pair, the second noun is always in jar. So we will say al-mu'minina is in jar. Though in QC1 we said mu'minuna, mu'minina, mu'minina. The nas and jar is the same. But here we say with surely this mu'minina is not in nas in jar because it is the part of relation pair. Wa anna Allah la yudi'u ajra al-mu'minin. Ajr al-mu'min. Ajr is a ism. Al-mu'minina ism. Ism plus ism. Relation pair. The second part of relation pair always in jar. So we will say al-mu'minina. It was al-mu'minuna, al-mu'minina, al-mu'minina. Now we are sure this is not the nas. It is a jar because it is the part of the relation pair. The first noun is ajr, that is mudaf, and the second is the al-mu'minina, which is jar and the mudaf ilayh. Let's have another example. كَذَلِكَ يَتْبَعُ اللَّهُ عَلَى الْقُلُوبِ الْكَافِرِينَ. Qulub, ism. Al-kafirina, ism. Ism plus ism, relation pair. The second part of relation pair, always in jar. We say kafiruna, kafirina, kafir. Al-kafiruna, al-kafirina, al-kafirin. Al-kafiruna may be nas, may be jar. But here we will say with sure it is not the nas, it is jar because it is the part of relation. Before it there is a noun and that is a mudaf. What are the sign of mudaf? Mudaf never have alif lam, never have a tanween, double dhamma, double fatha. Look, qalub does not have alif lam, does not have tanween. So it can be the mudaf. And mudaf is always an ism and a majroor in the state of jar. So al-kafirina is a ism and a jar. Let's have another example. Yes, workbook. Man yarghabu an millati Ibrahima. We have to translate. Waman, and who yarghabu will turn away an millati Ibrahim, from the religion of Ibrahim. Illa man safiya nafsahu. Illa mean except. Man safiha, who fooled nafsahu, himself. Walakad istafaynahu fi dunya. Walakad, and indeed, istafaynahu, we choose him fi dunya, in the world. Let's to complete the singular plural. Millah, plural is millat. Nafs, plural is anfus. Alim, alamun, alamin. Let's have the 6 keys from the verb raghiba. Raghiba, yarghabu, irghab, raghibun, marghubun, raghbun. Mean to turn away from. Safiha, safiha, yasfahu, isfa, safin, masfun, safahun. Mean to fool. Salah, salah, yaslahu, isla, saleh, dash, salah, to become right. Qala, yakulu, qul, qailun, maqalun, qawlun. to say. Istafa, istafa, yastafi, istafi, mustafin, mustafan, istafan. Choose. Aslama, yuslimu, aslim, muslimun, muslimun, islam. Submit. Haza kitabun, haza kitabuhum. We have to give the rough, in the rough nasjar harka. Haza kitabhum. So it will be haza kitabuhum. Karat kitabhum. Karat kitabahum. Katabtu min kitabihim. Kitabul muslimi. Let's to underline the relation pairs. Wallahu waliyul mu'minin. Wa anna Allah la yudu ajril mu'minin. Kazalika yadbu Allah ala qalubul kafirin. So here this one device is going off. Let it close, and please wait for a little while. I may set the device.